Welcome to... Oh, your face so awkward. Another episode of podcast. Why your face so awkward?
I don't know. What am I supposed to be looking at? Okay, you?
Look at the screen? I don't know. Just look at the screen.
Yeah, I'm looking at the screen. Are we doing that again?
No, we're gonna stick with that. By the way, did you hear the previous episode, like the starting? We actually have an intro music now.
Oh yeah, I heard.
Yeah, so I actually got someone from Fiverr to do it for a couple of dollars. I think in the end I paid $10. There's like some $3 service charge and itself is like $7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the rationale why I do that is because I remember a viewer was telling me like how he misses the intro of my vlogs.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of made me realize that that music kind of became like something that people will relate it to my channel.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wanted to create like a music that is similar-ish to my intro music, but I wanted it to be a more lo-fi vibe to it, which is what I searched for, like lo-fi, I don't know, music creator or whatever. Wait, turn on the fan.
Oh.
Yeah, so yeah, that's basically what happened with that music. Yay! We are getting more and more official each day.
Yeah, I remember when I left the house already.
What? When? Why you suddenly jump into this?
Oh, because I was just thinking, when did I last leave the house?
Okay, we bring that in later.
Oh, okay.
We need to set the stage first, Yvette. You just suddenly, I know when last left my house.
You just jump into it.
It came
What
out
else
nowhere.
is there going on in our lives now?
But I guess we need to first address this current layout.
Oh, right. Okay.
So obviously you can tell that we are not on our usual setup. The usual setup is in my room. Yvette is at her home, her own house. The last time we met, it was actually the day where we recorded podcast, the previous episode, right? Was that the last one?
I don't think so.
I think the week after
think
that we still met up once lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was that. Yeah, then after that, the Singapore government implemented another large. I want to say large lah, just a few more rules in terms of whether people can meet or not. So essentially, even if you're boyfriend girlfriend, if you don't stay in the same house, you're not supposed to meet. Right? So here we are. Yeah. Essentially that is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to make this work. So which is why we have this setup right now. You see me and Yvette, we are speaking over Discord. And yep, this is how podcast will be like for the time being. I don't know how long, whether the next episode will be like that too. Maybe.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, seems like things kind of got better, but not really. Like the dormitories are like really bad state right now. But the local cases, apparently, I think he has been relatively stable. So maybe we should just jump into it. Do you think dormitories is I don't know. I feel like it was all along a time bomb. It was all along a fucking time bomb. It's just that.
Do we have to talk about it? It's just such a tiring topic.
Yeah, let's not talk about it. Yeah, to me, I find it was like all along a fucking time bomb lah. Just that the oversight finally happened and basically all hell break loose. But anyway, the government is trying to do their best to contain the situation. So they're doing a lot more testing, which is why the number of cases are jumping really high also, because they are trying to make sure that everybody who has it are being tested for it. Yeah, something along those lines. But I think we can move on to what we really, really want to cover. I mean, it's hard to not talk about all these.
That the dormitory. Yeah, I know, but it's just so boring. As in,
it's so tiring, right? Because you're just hearing the news every single day. Yeah. Our chat groups are bombarded with this fucking topic every day. Yeah.
I know. It sounds totally privileged to be able to talk about it this way.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't directly affect us.
Yeah.
So we can like kind of like dismiss it and say like, oh, it's so boring or whatever. But it's just so draining, you know?
It's very depressing to hear this news every day.
And I just read about the one more death, some
Yeah,
95-year-old.
I think yesterday. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
for context, because I don't usually upload all this very quickly. It's 18th
Yes.
April. It's on a Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's get into the main topic, which is the fact that we have been staying at home for long periods of time. Not long.
Mm-hmm.
How should I put it? We are staying at home every day for many, many days already. I think for you it's even longer, right? Like your working from home thing has started earlier than mine.
Yeah. When did
My
it start? I also lost track already.
mine started like around 2 weeks ago. So
I think mine was the week before yours, right? I think so.
yeah.
Yeah.
But on off you also had some like
1 week
BCP,
on,
right?
1 week
Business
off.
continuity plan, right? P is
Yeah.
plan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine only really strictly implemented like 2 weeks ago. So
So I guess BCP kick in was already like in early March. So I guess it's been more than a month already. Before, so it was 2 weeks of 1 week on, 1 week off. And then after that, it was straight into everybody full work from home for my organization. Yeah.
Any thoughts
realised it
about
was that
working from home?
Wait, anyway, I was saying just now, I remember when I last left the house really.
Oh, okay. Now you can bring that in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was on Wednesday for half an hour to go running.
Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah. I
So that was
still run.
so that Wednesday was like the first time I left the house since the Sunday or the Saturday. I can't remember. Look, the only thing I know is that I've been at home.
Yeah. I think that's one of the problems, right? Like the days are just like being melded together. Like
Yeah. And there was like I was at home.
it's like weekend and weekdays. It feels like the same. The joy of I get to spend my whole day at home finally. That joy suddenly like kind of dissipating slowly for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Because I mean like I would say that I'm an extrovert, but at the same time there's an introverted side of me which is like sometimes I just want to be alone. Like I just want to do my own things and play my own games and just be left alone. Yeah. And I do enjoy that part of the alone time lah. Yeah. But then so I always think that I'm a 50-50, which I guess I still am because there are times I still kind of glad that I don't have to go out and meet people. But at the same time there's like I feel like I'm suffocating sometimes in my own room. That's like okay, I gotta open up my window. Take in deep breaths outside.
You know what? When was the last time I opened my window?
Holy shit. Yvette, you need someone to go to your room now and like take a deep breath.
No,
in case you're
my brother's room is
desensitized.
worse. But wait, no, there's nothing wrong with my room. My brother's room is worse.
Oh shit.
No, the reason I don't open is because my neighbor downstairs smokes.
Oh yeah.
Then he'll sit like under. I don't want smoke in my room.
Okay.
In my defense.
Pet peeve. we have moved on from that.
Wait, what? I thought we were supposed to talk about
working from home. Yeah,
practice.
but I mean I mean we are slowly leading towards that because the matter is that we are staying at home a lot more now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
working from home.
Yeah. What's it like for you? Any thoughts?
Very productive actually.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll wake up at 6 my normal time because I don't want to jack up my sleep schedule. So I'll just wake up at 6 as I usually do. And then like do exercise for 1 hour. And then slowly go and shower, eat breakfast. And then start work around 8:30, 8:15.
You this is like humble bragging now. I wake up at 6 a.m. even though I'm working from home, like fuck off lah.
How is that humble bragging? If you can't do it, you can't do it all.
I think you're like in that minority group of people that actually bother to wake up at like 6 a.m. just to do like continue life. Yeah, I still try to. I thought that if I don't wake up at my normal time, then when it goes back to normal, I mean, whatever normal is gonna be, then it's gonna be harder for me to continue waking up at 6 if I like don't wake up at 6. So I figured just keep to my routine. Makes sense. I mean, I still try to. A keyword is here, try. I still try to wake up at like 7 a.m. Yeah, to run or like to do stuff. I also have a mother to take care. Which by the way, her condition is better now. Thanks for asking, guys. Yeah, she went for a checkup yesterday. Things are, the doctor say it's quite good. They're good improvements lah.
Do you explain in previous episodes that your mother went for leg surgery?
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't want to get into too much detail lah, cause it's not that like important or interesting, but
Basically, she just went for leg surgery and
yeah,
she was
she
for a while.
she has to align her feet lah. She's been walking like what's that word ah? What's that word? Staggering? No,
Limping? Oh.
limping? Is that the word? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, she's been doing that for many years because her feet is a bit not aligned and stuff lah.
You
So
say you don't want to go into detail, you're going into detail.
yeah, but it's like if I want to talk a bit, then I have to set some context. I realized. Anyway, she's limping around the house, and I mean, I guess I'm shaking my table too much, so sorry. But essentially, I guess was a blessing in disguise in some way because I get to be at home most of the time to make sure she's okay. Because previously, actually, it was a bit stressful. Like I have to work, and I have to ask for time off to be home to make sure she's fed. Try to get her to use Grab food, but you know, as most old people, if you are not familiar with technology, you just don't want to use it.
So after I downloaded Grab onto my mom's phone, and then we started using
She
it.
trigger happy.
And now she
Order.
then she like, hey, got a lot of food. Then now they're like planning, let's eat putian.
Hey, y'all should get if y'all like what do you call that? Variety, y'all should consider buying the Deliveroo subscription.
Deliveroo subscription.
Yeah.
Why?
I think you can order like different stores, different stuff, and there's no like additional charge to the delivery.
Oh.
Yeah, consider.
Oh,
I have a friend who swear by it lah, but I don't know. I don't use it because I don't buy that much. But actually, we are leaning towards this topic that I want to talk about. But let's go back to working from home.
Work from home. Yeah. So your work from home, or you wake up at 7.
Yeah. So what do you think? Okay, let's talk about pros and cons. Okay, let's talk about the pros first. What pros do you think are there with this extended working from home? I mean, for me, when it's on off like 1 day, 2 days, sometimes I do work from home on off because of my job nature. I do enjoy working from home because I'm like in a comfort. I don't have to be in my office wear. You know, I can when I want to take a break, I can take a break doing things that I want to do and not have meaningless conversations with my colleagues. No, I get colleagues, you are listening to this, I still love you guys, okay? But you know, sometimes I also love doing what I want to do, like watch an anime.
Actually, this is kind of related to... So, my friend Easting had this suggestion. We can talk about any realizations that we had after we started working from home.
Damn it, why we still talking about Easting? I thought we covered enough of Easting last episode
Big fan, okay? Big fan, you shut up.
Shout out to Easting. Okay, every fucking episode. Are we doing this podcast for one person?
At least there is one person.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, because yesterday I was streaming my FF7. There was another viewer who actually say he listens to us.
Whoa.
Shout out to BFOK90. That's a fucking dumb username. BFFOK90. I don't know what to call him. I always call him BFOK90. Like literally his username. Hey, shout out. Okay, sorry. Sorry, Yixing was saying what again?
Yeah, so what kind of realizations that we had? And I guess it's kind of related to what you're saying about pros and cons. Because one of the pros is like what you say. Actually, sometimes, I don't think my colleagues listen to this. Well, sometimes it's like, you know, the pointless chit chats you mentioned just now. Yeah. So I also feel that way. Because sometimes I'd be like, I want to do my work, but at the same time, you know, chit chat. But then at the same time, you want to finish this quickly. You know what I mean?
I know. I remember the days where we were still working together. When conversation is like pointless to you, you just want to GTFO.
Yeah.
Go back to office first. I remember those days, Yvette. Which I also realized more things about your... Like now that I think back, you told me like... Yeah, there's like sometimes you're just turned off by certain comments by someone, and you're not
Wait. Is this conversations in the canteen, like during lunch?
canteen lunch.
During lunch.
Yeah.
Oh.
So sometimes you're like, oh, I don't want to. I'm triggered by this comment. Then you just say, I want to go back and do work first. Then you just leave. Have you told me before? Don't act.
It should be only once. Most of the time, if I say I go back first, it's because I really got work to do.
Lies.
No.
Okay, never mind. Yeah.
But
pointless conversations.
Anyway, thinking about all this, like, so when we were working together, our lunch times are usually like 1 hour. And I think we go back to office quite soon, like the 1 hour. So when I came to this current, well, it's kind of complicated now. I am transitioning to a new role, just to update listeners.
Yep.
So my second job, then I didn't realize 2 hour lunches is a thing. And then I'll be like, wow, 2 hours ah. And at first, when we were doing 2 hour lunches, then I'll be like, hey, but I got a lot of work to do, you know. But then like people will. So the funny thing is, in this organization, people will say they're very busy, got a lot of work to do, but then they take 2 hour lunches. So
one does not simply shorten lunch because of work. Lunch is a ritual, okay? You need that 2 hours, half hour to take your time, go to the place, and then another 15 minutes decide what you want to eat. Then maybe on lunch crowd you need some time. You don't know one, I bet.
But then anyway, I got used to the 2 hour lunches also. But I don't know whether the new role that I'm transitioning into, whether the culture there will be 2 hour lunches. I hope not, because
I guess you won't know for a while.
Yeah.
Because when you transit there, you're still in this current state, right?
Yeah. So the funny thing is, I told you, right, yeah, now with this new current state, I also don't know how I will be.
Yeah.
How my first day will be like.
It's okay. Come, we covered the other. I think we digress a bit. Other pros. Do you have other pros?
Just a lot more productive.
I have one, which is basically the travel times.
That's why you're more productive also, because you don't have to waste time traveling.
Yeah. So it's like after you're like shower, you drink your coffee, okay, you can start work. You know.
Yeah.
You don't have to like go through that ritual.
And then you don't need to like waste time and go in office, put down your bag, go and make your coffee. You know that also takes up time.
Put down your bag, Yvette.
What?
Put down your bag. That one is the ultimate time killer, I tell you. Put down your bag. But fucking hell, I tell you that one. How many millions of hours wasted in putting down bag?
Hey, every minute counts.
Put down your bag. I like how that is one of the ultimate time waster. Put down your bag. It's in the same category as going to make coffee. I mean, you're going to make coffee, I can kind of understand.
As in the ritual of settling down to do work in the office.
Put down your bag.
Shut up.
Yeah, and also, I think it's a pros and cons also, because like, also at the end of the day, once you're done with work, you're kind of just like, okay, I can chill now. You know, I don't have to like I just turn off this thing and I'm so-called done with work. I can just change it up. But that also comes with the cons, right? Because I think the line between resting time and work time, it becomes very blurred. Yeah, like usually that travel time, I guess in some way psychologically it helps you, like it gives you time to adjust back to that. Oh, I'm done with work. I can relax now. Yeah, but like
I guess so.
I mean, there's like I remember reading about articles about how sometimes it's not that healthy to have your workplace and your rest place being the same place. I think especially like, for example, your bed, like your sleeping area. Like there are some people who suffer from insomnia because they keep thinking about work. And that's also partly because they don't like the solution is usually for them to create a space where they know that their body knows that they are here to relax, to sleep, to rest. Yeah. And I think I also feel that like, even though today is a Saturday, like I look forward to this Saturday. Yeah, but at the same time, it's like my brain feels like I'm half about work, half thinking about work, because I like look left, I can see my work laptop. Yeah, you know, like, yeah. So things around the house still kind of reminds me of work.
I guess for me it's because I put all my work stuff outside. I don't leave it in my room at all. So
you do
once
work,
I'm done
but you do work outside?
here,
Oh.
no, I'll do here. Of course lah. Outside, my parents are there.
Oh, that's true. Your
So I'll do
parents
it
are
here.
burdened.
But then once I'm done, I'll pack up everything and then put it outside.
Mm.
Yeah. I guess it's also because I'm transitioning. So now I am already like,
Okay. Okay, fine.
yeet! That's what they say. That's what the kids say.
What's that sound?
You don't know.
You suddenly...
Yeet!
Yeah, I thought you having hiccups, Yvette. If you're not what this if you're not that group which is these kids these days, the kids these days, then you don't suddenly cosplay them and yeet. I confused it. I thought you having a bad hiccup or some shit. What the fuck, Yvette?
It's so mean.
It's tearing out again. I'm always making Yvette cry on our podcast for some reason.
Irritating. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. So I guess that's why I also feel very free now.
But any other pros and cons?
Any cons? I think is that like now everybody work from home. Then there's also less of a blur of a lines. People think they can just randomly text you and say, "Hey, help me approve this page," when it's already like after working hours. You know what I mean?
Because
I guess people will think that
during, even though it's after working hours lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that people don't do that anyway, but it's like, I guess now there's that lower impediments to reaching out to somebody, tell them to do things. Because you're like, hey, you're working from home, what? It means all your laptop or whatever that you need is right there. Why can't you just do it for me?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel they might be that kind of thinking. That's one of the cons, I guess. Just gets annoying because but anyway, I'm on leave for 2 weeks. Wow! At home. But still.
I need you to realize that you have bring this out, this whole thing that you're transiting and moving like 3 times already, even.
Yeah, but I'm on leave.
So this whole pros and cons thing don't apply to you anymore.
Yeah. Until I start work.
I feel like whenever I bring it up, then you would get triggered. Then you're like, but it's okay, I'm on leave, I'm transiting, I'm gone. It's like, oh, pros and cons. But it's okay now, you know. That's how you trigger, then you're like, but I wash my hand.
Hey,
Yeet! Yeet! I don't know your hand also. Yeet! I don't know why your hand needs to.
No, because you're tossing things out, so you gotta yeet. That's what I need to. You don't know that.
Having a bad hiccup, confirm.
It's so me. Anyway, one of the pros will be now I got more time to spend at home with my plants. Not every day I see all of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congrats. You're becoming
Thank
one
you.
with nature. I get to spend more time with my plants. Says no one ever. Your plants is like, get the fuck out of here. I don't need no human presence here.
Now I can see my little air plant got little baby girl. Watch it, the baby.
Okay, moving on to other pros and cons. I think that's about it lah. I guess it's also I know some friends they have to work really, really hard during this period because some of the things that's happening right now also affects them. What any rituals that you do to help you cope during this period that you think might be useful for people?
Like for working from home,
Yeah.
I think it's trying to wake up at your normal timing anyway. Because I feel like if you wake up at your normal timing that you used to go to work, it really sets you in that mindset that you're supposed to go to work. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think this also is linked to what I want to say, which is actually having a routine. Right? Essentially, waking up at the same time is basically setting yourself to have a routine, to have kind of like a schedule, daily schedule. Yeah. And I think that kind of structure is quite important because in that sense, working from home, you need some form of discipline. Either the discipline is either coming from yourself or that your bosses are pressuring you and pestering you to get it fucking done, or else or else you have jobless in this period where there's not enough jobs anymore.
Yeah. I think one thing I noticed also is that like all the like circulars that have been sending around like through work email, they also have like a special section like tips for supervisors on how to manage teams during this period. That made me realize, actually for the bosses like quite hard. How do you manage your people? So
I guess if you're, let's say, a management, I think it's just about making I think most importantly is that you need to make sure your team knows what they need to do during this period. Yeah.
Then does this mean all those control freaks can't really control anymore?
They just keep texting you lor, keep calling you lor.
Annoying.
You still can control You don't need face to face to control people. Yeah. You just keep calling you, texting you, and then you answer the phone late, they can just pegro you like, how come it took you so long to pick up your phone? I'm quite sure.
Like, I was pooping.
Yeah. Hey, my side my side don't want to come out. Yeah, so sorry. I'm not under the habit of bringing my phone.
You purposely pick up when you're in the toilet bowl. It's like, hello?
Hello, wait. Then you heavy breathing. Hey, what are you doing? Like, wait. It's a big one. Then you stop breathing for a while. Then you... Yeah, sorry, you were saying.
Oh my god, that will teach your boss a lesson.
Then your boss is like, I'm also doing the same thing actually. Let's sync up our breathing. Deep breath in.
That's the only form of team bonding that can happen these days.
Yeah.
No more team bonding events.
I guess that's about it. Sorry, yeah.
One thing to note also is that all those circulars, like through work email, the kind of language that they're using is like the new normal, getting used to the new normal. Do you think it's going to be the new normal?
I think this will let a lot of companies rethink how they do their businesses. Like I think there are pros and cons in terms of letting your staffers or like your employees work from home. Yeah, like your overheads can be reduced, for example. Like costing, like you're running an office. Like if you don't need everybody to be around at any one time, you actually can have a smaller office, for example. You save on your own electricity bills because your employees will just use their own electricity at home. Right. Whether it's the new normal, I don't know. There was this meme that goes around like who has led in the digital transformation of your company? Have you seen that?
COVID-19.
So you have like the CEO, COO, then COVID. Then the answer is COVID.
Yeah,
I think that's true lah. And I think a lot of companies are. This kind of caught them off guard, right? So they're all like being forced. I guess it's a good thing. It actually does push this whole digital transformation a lot faster than
your CEO
than what
or COO.
people bother to emphasize on. Yeah.
And you know what's hilarious? I've heard of this organization where the employees don't have laptops. So they actually now everyone work from home. They got to bring home their desktop.
Champion that one.
Wow, that one.
I guess desperate lah. Desperate measures.
Yeah.
Desperate times calls for desperate measures.
Yeah.
So understandable.
Wow,
but
that's made me realize.
Yeah.
What?
Sorry, continue. Made you realize?
Yeah. I want a second monitor now.
I told you long ago already, man. I've been trying to convince you. I tell you to get a new table first. Your table sucks.
But it's so wasted.
Fuck, it's wasted. Get a fake
table perfectly functioning.
Look at me. Look at me. My table can go up. Oh, where are we going? Event. Now my table can come back down.
I also can
look at my table. Hands free, guys. By the way, I have an Omni desk as a standing desk.
Yeah.
Shout out to Omni desk. If you'd like to sponsor me, you can refund me the $1,000 that I paid for you guys.
How much is it? 1,000.
This one shout out to 10 people. $100 per person reach. Fucking worth it.
Also me, I need right? You keep saying.
Nah, fuck that.
Bitch.
Your room don't have space.
Yeah, actually it's true, it doesn't. It made me realize I would like a second monitor. So useful. But iPad now got this app that's on 50% off where you can like double screen. So maybe I'll get like an iPad stand and use my iPad as a second screen.
I have researched a bit lah, but it doesn't seem like it's very reliable. Have you tried?
No, I haven't. It costs $14 USD, so I don't know whether I should buy it.
I thought you have it's an iPad. Cause I know you do like some survey thing on your Android, right? That you get free money to buy
Android.
apps. Yeah.
But yeah, that's one realization. Also, all these things only essential workers get to go. You realize that, is your job really that essential then?
It depends, right? I mean, right now, the key thing is just to make sure that essential services are ongoing, right? Yeah, a lot of the projects at my office has also been kind of pushed aside because
So,
it's not a priority lah, which is true lah.
yeah.
Even there are things that you push out online or whatever. Like there's the MySpace is just nobody gives a fuck lah, right? People just give a fuck. How many cases is it today? Are we able to buy groceries today?
Yeah.
Do we need to stock up food right now?
Yeah.
I mean,
all those people who are circulating fake news need to like fucking stop.
so tiring, right?
Yeah.
And then the people leaking the number of cases, like,
Yeah, fucking
dude,
stop.
what are you doing? Like, what do you gain out of this? You have nothing to
It's
gain
just
and
so that you
everything
can,
to
like,
lose. Like, oh
No,
my
those
god,
are the
700
people-
case, guys. We are going to look them now.
Those are the people who are like, YouTube comments. They're like, first!
Yeah. I don't know. They are like jeopardizing. I think now the government is like being more. Is like going after. I think they already arrested the leak from
was
the
it
MOE.
MOE?
Yeah,
Yeah.
regarding the home-based learning stuff. So they're gonna arrest those
Yeah.
two idiots lah. I think it's probably
The
a wife, the wife and husband. Like
Yeah.
I suspect maybe the wife told the husband or something. I don't know who is the originator lah.
No lah, it's a photo. So she must have taken a photo of
So she maybe want to share to her own
her husband.
husband.
Yeah.
Then the
Her
husband
own
is like,
husband.
the whole world needs to know. They need to know 6 hours in advance so that they have that 6 hours advantage. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what people are thinking these days.
I guess this also kind of leads into the second half, which is about social media.
Mm-hmm.
Like now, how like the social shaming that's going on. So the thing is, we plan to talk about it, right? So I was watching YouTube video.
Sorry,
this
you break
YouTuber
out a bit. You saw a what?
I was watching this YouTube video
Mm-hmm.
about this. So this YouTuber is based in London. So she also brought out that one of the things is that now the social shaming in her country is also going off the charts. And it's like she said a lot of people are taking pictures on Twitter and posting it, say, wow, hey, look at all those people, they're going out without masks, or like they're clearly not in the same household but they're gathering anyway, that kind of thing. And then she was saying about how like people need to stop, because if you are that concerned about it, you should go and report to the police, because you don't understand whether these people in this situation. I think a lot of, because in London, maybe they don't live there, maybe they're there for school, so they don't have housing in this situation because the uni's closed, maybe, then they don't have proper housing, then maybe at home they don't have bedrooms, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for them it's also very hard to stay at home. So in her situation, she was saying that. Then I realized, hey, yeah, so I guess this social shaming thing is not just a Singapore thing, it's a global issue. Everybody is taking pictures of people who are out there without a mask to shame them online. But I guess that kind of shows that everybody has that same kind of mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember, there's like, I think for Singapore, there was a lot of this online shaming thing going on for especially the elderly. I think the elderlies are like being, like right now the news always report like the uncooperative people, and generally they are the elderlies in their 50s, their 60s, their 70s, and people who are not very cooperative and being upset with the police. You can see there's some verbal argument between them and the police and all. Yeah, and some people are like, these stubborn old people. Yeah, like they fucking deserve it. Why they so stubborn? Old people so fucking stubborn. Yeah. Which I mean, I can kind of understand, because generally that's the stereotype, right? Like old people are like they're not cooperative and they always think that they are right. So they're like kind of like stubborn, like I'm like, you don't tell me what to do. Yeah, but I don't think people stop and think and reflect about why these old people behave like this. Yeah, I mean, actually, if you
like
really,
the Chinatown cases,
yeah, if
right?
you really think about it and look into it, it's actually quite a sad thing lah. Because I'm quite sure if these elderlies, if they have a proper family, or if they are mentally well and they have a proper family, I don't think they want to be in that state where they will go around and challenge the police, right? Yeah. So I have a friend who actually posted this. I didn't share it. I liked the post. But I thought he actually gave if I'm not wrong, he studied psychology. And he actually gave I mean, it kind of put things into perspective lah. So he basically said that that a considerable part of growing old is losing physical and cognitive abilities, and this is a huge sense of loss. So a huge sense of loss to some. So that's like functioning, freedom, autonomy, and control. When rationale for wearing masks condoning, sorry, my English. When rationale for wearing masks, cordoning areas off, and restriction to stay at home is not communicated to them by people close to them, which some of them lacks close relationships with children, friends, and not active on social media, they will further feel impacted on their already low sense of control, and this can be quite distressing. Yeah, so I don't think people realize this case is like, if you really think about it, let's say I'm an old guy, I don't really have family members or friends, and I don't really follow the news anymore. Like I just read the newspaper every now and then, and my way to live life, to not feel alone and whatsoever, is to go down and walk around, talk to people. You know, at least it's like everything else you have lost control, but there are some things that you still have control of. Like for example, what I want to eat, like where I want to eat. Yeah, and right now some like what I want to do, whether I want to wear mask or not. Like these are all personal freedom that they still have. Yeah, but at this period of time, it's like suddenly all these are being robbed away from them, when they so-called never do anything wrong. Yeah, so if you think about it that way, it is pretty distressing lah for them. Like the small things that I supposed to have the ability to call the shot on, and like to like basically to exercise my freedom, that also has been taken away from me. Yeah. So it's not surprising to see some of them react the way that they did lah.
Yeah.
That's quite sad lah, actually, generally. Is there more we can do to help them? I guess so. Like,
I think there are all those
social,
yeah.
I think they are trying, but it is very hard to reach out to. Some of them, it's also because some of them don't want to receive help.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, it's difficult. It's an uphill task for them lah.
You know, my older sister worked in, agency for basically the people who take care of old people under Silver Generation Office one of the subsidiaries. So they are the ones who actually like reach out to old people to explain to them the policies, you know, those Merdeka generation or those people. So she said actually, right, they will keep trying to reach out until, you know, the person stop responding or whatever, then they also bo pian what. So actually they will have to stop anyway, because these old people just don't want to be bothered lah. So there is also a limit to
what they can do lah, right?
Yeah lor.
So,
but maybe it's more of a community thing rather than like agency thing, because like I remember reading a lot of social media posts about like poor people, because now they're very vulnerable now also, right? But some of them maybe they find it difficult, or they don't know how to reach out to the official like authorities who are offering the help. So actually what they are willing to reach out to is people in the community who offer them help lah, I guess. Because there is that interpersonal relationship as opposed to just, you know, take money from Zinghu kind of situation.
Zinghu is government lah, right?
Government.
You suddenly went all Hokkien.
So maybe it's like, what can the people around them do to help if there are even such ground-up initiatives? I don't know.
I mean, okay lah. I guess we will go down a very, very long conversation if we start thinking about all this. But I think the main point that I want to drive at the end of the day is that when you are out there, you are online, you're looking at all these things, you see things happening, especially on the ground. Like, don't judge things too fast. Don't be so, what's that word? So quick into sentencing people to like, I won't say death, but like sentencing them to being like irresponsible, stubborn and stuff. I mean, I think it's important to take a strong stance, but we need to be more. We need to try our best to be more understanding. I think everybody is stressed in this period.
I think this social shaming thing also got an aspect of like gloating to it. Like, hey, see that person never wear mask, but I wear mask, you know. So like, I am more socially responsible than that person. I am better than that person. I feel there might be an aspect to that too.
But I mean, in some ways, I don't think that we should totally do away with online shaming. I think there's some aspects of it that helps to keep people checked
at home.
Yeah. People realize that. I mean, there's so much the law enforcement can do, right? Like, you can't possibly also arrest every fucking people who breaks the smallest kind of rules. They cannot be everywhere. Yeah. And sometimes some of these things, the best rules that are in place, they're not exactly rules, they're like culture. Like if you fall out of place from this culture or this general behavior, you are being what's that word? Like you squint at people like, what's that word? Yvette, quick.
I don't know.
A kind of reaction a kind of more negative reaction to that. It's like, for example, in Japan, right? Like it's rude.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Japanese.
Like they're being rude. It's rude to talk on the train, right? Or like it's it's rude to walk and eat at the same time. Yeah. These are not these are not laws that the government or police have put in place.
But that's also because their society is so cohesive. What's that? Individualistic versus what? The two.
Individualistic.
The dichotomy.
I
get what I mean lah.
Yeah, government-y, community.
No.
Welcome to New Words and Podcasts. What's that word? Wait, individualistic and
They say Asian communities are always like that, right?
Yeah.
The one that's not individualistic. What's that term? Shit.
Go ahead, Google now.
Yeah, Google will go for you.
But that's true lah. I mean, I wouldn't say it's very. The point is not whether it's
collectivist.
The point is not so much of whether they can do it or not. The point I'm just trying to make was that like some of this so-called online shaming does contribute to this general law of the society. General like good to have behaviors of the society, which helps to make the society a better place most of the time. So like for example, being more civic minded.
I don't think that's what the minorities will say.
I mean, of course not lah. I mean, at the end of the day, there's only this much we can address how the minorities feel, right? And if we are gonna always cater to
minorities in terms of not just like race, also like sexualities and all the other range of minorities.
I mean, there's a balance lah, and
political viewpoints.
There's always a balance that we need to draw lah. So do you think like it's like, for example, I don't know whether I'll go down this part. Like for example, do you think like the government's job is to make every single Singaporean happy? No. Their job is to make the majority, as many people as they can, to make them satisfied and happy. Because you at the end of the day, you can never please 100% of people. If your goal in life is to do that, then you are setting yourself up for failure. Nuggets of wisdom? Or is it wisdom of nuggets? Nuggets of wisdom.
Wisdom was our nugget. Ew.
Nuggets now McDonald's got spicy nugget.
So? I thought they have it for a while.
I don't know. I recently saw it when I went to buy Macs. I miss having a good beef burger though.
Yeah, I wanted to order Shake Shack because like
cannot it doesn't deliver to my place. Too far.
I don't know why.
Hey, we live we are living at the ends of Singapore even.
Yeah, but Jewel is near to my house. What?
Oh, maybe the one that delivers is Tanjong Pagar. It's not the Jewel.
No, they have the Jewel outlet on Foodpanda, so but it says it doesn't deliver. It's like, but I'm literally like 15 minutes away from the airport.
You can drive there.
Can I?
Why cannot? You go and buy food, what?
Oh yeah. But anyway, what I want to say also is like, I feel like all these social shaming things kind of working because friends are saying things that I feel guilty stepping out of the house. Which is also like not a healthy way to think, I feel.
You know, like I just recently also told you, right? Like I know nowadays, like now there's a rules regarding like exercising outside. Like if you are exercising, you can don't wear mask,
Yeah.
right?
They include brisk walking in it now, so the old people are safe.
Brisk walking
So
also
people-
no need to wear. They say
Yeah.
So brisk walking also. So I want to go and run, right? But then they say that so the part that is blurred is the part where they say that if you are not exercising anymore, you should be once you stop exercising, you should be wearing your mask. Correct?
Mm.
So essentially it's like any pockets of it almost if you want to really, really like be stringent about it, means any pocket of time that you're not exercising, you should be wearing your mask.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, when I run, I don't go very, very far away to start, right? I usually start running below my house. So the question is, from my house, I take the lift down. Do I need to wear a mask? The answer is yes, right? But if I'm exercising in the lift already,
Hola. You know what the solution is? Take the stairs. That's exercise.
then by the time I'm done already. Okay. Hey, why you reveal people how high I live? Why some weird stalker try to find me, huh? Weird stalker, shout out to weird stalker. Shout out to weird stalker. Don't stalk me, okay?
Oh, but I want to say, you know, my dad because now they deliver newspaper, they don't deliver to your doorstep.
Oh,
They only put like, I think the mailbox.
okay.
So my dad, like, we live on the second floor, totally different from your 14th floor. He will wear the mask and take the lift, go down, then come back up. But, oh well. But, you know, like, I can see my estate, right? Sometimes you see old people, they like to walk around the pool. Then I see that this Amma, I always see it every time in the morning. So she also wearing mask. Then she walked with another auntie. I don't know whether they're from the same house. But, you know, I see them together a few times. So maybe they just...
Wow, but shout out to the healthcare workers, man. They are wearing the mask. I tell you, yesterday I wear the mask. I bring my mom to the medical review.
Yeah.
I wear half a day, I feel like dying already. It's so fucking uncomfortable. I wear the disposable one. Yeah, after a while, it's just so tiring. Also?
Your food store vendors.
Oh.
Wow. Imagine cooking and wearing a mask.
I tell you, all these people who are wearing masks for extended hours, really, I give it to them. I cannot, yeah.
But I was on Twitter, then there's this person who tweeted like this screen grab, like, so it's a Facebook post of this person who I suppose is a food store vendor lah. So because now got a lot of enforcement people going around, so he he cooking so very hot, right? Then he was like sweating and stuff. So he kind of just take it off a bit to breathe and to drink water, and then they like apparently scolded him like. But I don't know how true this is because this is a screen grab of a Facebook post. And it's posted on a Twitter account that is anti-establishment. So take it with a pinch of salt. But anyway, apparently the enforcement officers are saying things like, no, you have to put it on anyway, you have to put it on all the time or whatever. It's kind of the same as like those people smoking, right? And then the enforcement officers say, hey, you have to keep your mask on.
Do you see that video that
Which one?
Esther sent?
Yeah.
The woman got...
funny.
Because the law enforcement go up to this woman. She's like, she's
not
smoking.
Law enforcement. Is it law enforcement
Not
or just
the enforcement
officer. Measure and
enforce. So she's smoking. Then the enforcement people say she have to put on her mask. Then she's like, what the fuck? Then how do I wear my mask and smoke? So she put it down. She said, no, don't put it down. They ask her to fold it. The mask to be like that. And smoke like that. It's like, what the fucking... I think some of the officers, they never think through lah. Yeah.
So it's like as much as there are like stupid people in society being on these measures, they also have unfortunately bad people who are enforcing the measures. Not bad as in who never think through or not sure of the rules or who are not sympathetic while enforcing these measures as well, right? I mean, because everybody is...
I mean, generally, as we can see from a lot of this kind of things, when shit like this happen, you do realize that actually, you think that majority of people have common sense. Yeah, and I think majority of people have. But there's always this minority group of people, which is a substantial number of people, that don't think when they follow rules or like follow certain behavior. That's why when people ask like, why is government putting out so many rules and so many things, it's because if you have this kind of rules that is subjected to interpretation, then everybody will have their own interpretation. Yeah, which makes it even harder. That's why things that
Yeah.
they have to be very specific and so on. Like, which is why the whole social distancing, they have to come up with a whole list of things like, I think there's a website, it's like, can I go out? Then you type
Is
your
it?
reason there, then they will tell you whether you can go out or not for this
Oh, is
reason.
it?
Yeah, it's quite funny.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
You know what? If you stay home, you don't have to wear mask at all. So stay home.
yeah. Yeah, that's true. Okay.
I haven't worn a mask since like last week, maybe. Because I mean, when I go on run, then I come back, and then I just at home all the time. So I haven't worn mask in a while.
Oh yeah, there was this also other article. Apparently it's a fake news lah. They show a photo of a Grab driver. He has some makeshift mask with a cloth or something. Then it was a police officer at the side like taking notes. So people were using that picture to like sell the idea like, look, he's being booked by the
Think who?
by the police for not wearing mask properly. But actually the real story, it wasn't like that. The real story was that I think the Grab driver had some stuff being stolen or some issue lah. So the police officer was trying to help him.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think that was the story. I might be wrong, but essentially, I don't know why people are just like, yeah. So I hope that people hearing this, whenever you see news stories or whatever, always think about it first. Yeah, because, or like try to check and make sure that whatever you see, also don't just assume that it's 100% true. If it's a reliable source, maybe it's like 90% true. Yeah. But yeah, just take note of that lah. I think it's very easy to jump to conclusions.
Oh yeah. Oh, so much fake news now.
Yeah.
Never knew.
Don't know why people get a kid. I think people are too bored. So this is
so
good,
on a related note,
yeah.
I realized this is very long. I think we've been going on for 1 hour.
50 minutes.
Should we like split up into two? Because then I realized there's a second part was just like, what are we doing now to occupy ourselves?
I mean, we can do now. Unless
Yeah,
you
but I
have
mean,
1
as in
hour
you-
worth of things to say.
Doing stuff at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so. No? I don't know.
Wow, you got so many things.
I guess you can.
What do you want to cover? You can tell me first, then we can decide on the spot. Because we can still go on for around 10 minutes. Unless you're telling me that what we're going to cover is another 30 minutes.
I don't know. I guess we can just continue talking and then see how.
Yeah.
Okay. So what have you, because we were talking about people are just too bored at home, what have you been?
So one of the things, I mean, like being at home more often, also realize, like, for example, there are some routines that I've gotten into, which I also told you to. It's like we try to exercise a bit every 2 hours.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, do push-ups. If not, I tell you, my body feels so stiff. Yeah, so stiff sitting on this comfy chair for like hours. Is like, I go do some push-up, do some bench press or whatever shit, or do some squats. I think
is it working? You got more muscles now?
Yeah. Check these guns out. Okay, I'm getting whiter lah. Shit, I'm damn white eh. Oh fuck, man.
Yeah, I also damn white. Look at this. What the fuck?
You white couple there. Hashtag
No
white supremacy. We're not the kind of white though.
No. No thanks.
What else? Working
doing
out a bit
every
more.
2 hours.
I've been trying to cook a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, rather than eating, just buying food and eating. I just figured that it's a good chance to cook a bit. And cooking can be quite interesting because essentially cooking is like doing a lab experiment, right? Like in a lab experiment, if you think about it, it's always like, okay, you need X amount, 20 ml of HCl, you need 20 ml of NaOH. Do you remember all these things?
NaOH. Sodium.
Hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide? Yeah. It's an
I know
alkaline
HCl
lah.
is hydrochloric acid.
Yeah. Wait, NaOH is sodium hydroxide, right?
Can you add like sodium and HCl form something on?
Sorry, you form salt and water lah.
Sodium?
You form sodium chloride lah. Which is
yes, I remember
essentially
doing that.
salt lah. Salt is sodium
Salt.
chloride, right? Yeah, it's the sea salt lah, common salt. That's sodium chloride.
Yeah, chemistry was quite fun.
Yeah, says the
But
person
anyway,
who don't
cooking
remember.
Hey, I got A1 hor.
What? But chemistry is quite fun.
I got A1 hor.
How
I do
many
chem
years
for A
ago?
level. I still did chem for A levels. Anyway, it was saying what you've been cooking more.
Yeah, so the lab, it reminds me of like doing lab experiments. It's just that you don't really need to care about the quantity as much. Like to me, I'm not someone who like, okay, I need to follow. I mean, I try to follow as much as possible. There's a reason why certain things are put in a certain, like certain ingredients that you require a certain amount. Like for example, this dish, just because you like garlic doesn't mean you can put more. Yeah, because that dish that I'm making is not a garlic dish. The garlic is a supporting ingredient. Yeah, it plays a supporting role in enhancing the overall flavor. So it's always about balance. Yeah, and I thought it was quite interesting. Like I'm trying to learn, trying to cook a bit. Yeah, so I've been asking my mom.
Good for me.
Yeah, good for you. I also don't deliver to your place.
Yeah, I mean next time I don't need to bother.
Yeah, I try to cook a bit more Chinese style food also. You know, the Western ones are like quite straightforward, I think.
Is it?
I mean the simple dishes, like salad. It's not hard. Yeah, making salad is not hard. Making sandwiches is not hard. Like, but for example, stir fry vegetable, it's not that hard, but it can be intimidating for someone because you have to work with the wok. You have to put a bit of oil. You have to stir fry. Yeah, and you have to like prepare your dish in advance so that when this is done, I throw the next thing in. Like you cannot have like 10 minutes looking at the iPad and like, what am I supposed to do next? You know, yeah.
Yeah.
So
but anyway, clearly I haven't been. Clearly.
You haven't been.
My mom has been
Sorry,
cooking.
you broke off for a while.
I said clearly I haven't been cooking.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom has been cooking more.
Mm-hmm.
And after I exposed her to Grab food, now she's been cooking like maybe once a day.
Why is she?
I think cooking twice a day very stressful.
Yeah. But very weird. You're like cooking more after you exposed her to Grab food. So it's like confused.
No. Because usually before all these things happen, my parents will go out and buy food for us. And then they will eat out lah. But then now they can't, right? So she has to cook more lor. Then she cook more, be like twice a day. Then I intro her to Grab food, so now it's like once a day.
Yeah.
But this is better.
I think for me it's the same lah. Like I'm also trying to. The thing is when you're learning cooking, usually you have very limited. What's that word? Limited
ingredients.
No. Like inventory? No, not inventory. What's that word?
I don't know.
A very limited
repertoire.
Yeah, repertoire of things that you can prepare, right? And because of that limited repertoire, if I'm not gonna expand it, I'm gonna be eating the same stuff. Right? It's like, and then you use the same ingredient, then it's just basically the same the flavor profile is the same. Packed in different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to. The thing is also once you started cooking, you also become more conscious about the condiments that you put, right? Like don't want to put too much salt. Then when you eat it, it's like, oh, actually not salty enough. Then you also realize, fuck, I have to put this much salt in order to get the flavor profile, or like you need to put this much oil for it to have that texture. So you become a little more conscious. I become more conscious lah with like how food is prepared. Yeah. But I think generally the things that I cook are generally healthier compared to buying. Yeah, but at the same time I also kind of like I think I'm more towards also like order buy one meal and also cook one meal. Or maybe cook one meal and just like slowly eat it throughout the day. It's very tiring to cook, okay? Especially when you're doing everything yourself. Means you cook, you washed up. Yeah, and wash up also come in two parts. You wash up the dishes that you have to cook, and then you wash up the dishes that you eat with.
As in you wash up the pots and pans, and you wash up the plates.
Yeah. And then you have to wipe down the whole place and pack everything. So it's like, actually it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
After a while, it just gets like, I just want to do something simple.
Yeah,
so,
like your sandwich.
Yeah, sandwich is just throw a few ham, the cheese, and then the veggie. Oh, but I'm into cooking caramelized onions. That's like one of my favorite things. I just throw it on salad, throw it on sandwiches. It just adds so much flavor.
Yeah, thanks to that one time we made hot dogs, right?
Yeah. Wow, shook. But I miss a good burger, like a good juicy beef burger. My mom don't eat beef, so it's very hard for me to order.
I think we're gonna try ordering Indian. Yay, I've been craving Indian food. We talked about it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Still haven't had Indian food yet.
My mom
Good thing my
doesn't
family
like.
likes Indian food.
My mom's palate is racist. Okay, I have to say this. She will tell me when she eats certain things that she don't like, right? Because of maybe some of the spices that's being used. She'll be like, 有印度人的味道. Essentially got Indian person smell, which I have to tell her that is wrong and that is racist. Okay? You can just say you don't like the spices because the spice reminds you of Indian cuisine and you are not a big fan of Indian cuisine. You don't go around and say it smells like an Indian person. Okay, that's fucking racist, okay? Mother, you're racist, okay? I have to correct her.
Yeah, but all this delivery thing also reminds me of now there's that hoo-ha online about how food delivery apps like Grab is taking a huge cut out of F&B outlet. Then now today got one article come out saying that now food delivery riders, if you lower the commission, means food delivery riders are getting less money too. Right.
Depends lah, because the commission works in a lot of ways, right? The money that they earn, the Grab, right? Sometimes the margin that they earn, they also give it back to the riders.
Yeah.
Because if they hit certain quota, they give them certain rewards.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know lah.
I think to go out.
I think. Sorry, you're saying.
Yeah, to go out and bash Grab like this, I don't think it's fair to Grab also, because Grab is providing a service also, a service that nobody is really able to give properly. Like if you want the riders to be only delivering one kind of food, right? It's also difficult for them because that restaurant that they are tagged to may not be doing that well. Then it's a wasted time. Whereas that the whole idea of Grab is to make it more efficient also, right?
Common pool, right?
Yeah, you have a common pool. No matter what restaurant, you always have a delivery order. I mean, that's the point of Grab, right? Yeah. So I mean, whether the margin that they're taking away it's justifiable or not, I don't know. Okay, this is a different conversation. I think at the end of the day, Grab has to make money lah. But is it to at the expense of their riders where they are right now suffering? Like, should Grab suffer with them? I mean, yes and no lah.
I don't know. It just adds one more layer of. I mean, it just also makes life more tiring. Now it's less, because I mean, I guess we are really quite fortunate compared to. Basically, now the economy is tanking, right? A lot of groups of people are not doing well. Yeah, it's just really tiring also. I mean, wow, I sound so privileged saying it. I know. Oh my god.
And Yvette has this issue of not wanting to come out as like being too privileged, or like we are saying things that are like only because we are like majority or what. Yeah, but anyway, I hope you guys are aware that we are aware of our privileges. I'm not trying to rub it in people's face. We are not.
I think
we're just discussing it based on our current perspective of what we see.
Yeah.
In our current whatever financial what's that word? Financial status we are in. Yeah.
So I haven't talked about what I've been doing.
Oh sure.
I've been reading a lot. So my goal this month is to read 17 books. So because I'm on leave lah, so a lot.
Nerd.
This is my 5th book now.
Nerd.
It's His Majesty's Dragon.
Nerd.
You shut up. What have you been doing?
Playing FF7, guys. FF7. Please tune in to my streams. I don't know by the time this podcast comes out, I'm done with the game already, you know. But
it's like can finish one lah. It's not like a ever ongoing.
No, can finish one.
It's
a story. It's story driven.
Story.
Yeah. But I've been enjoying it lah. I think the graphics are really nice, and But it's I don't know whether I kind of enjoy it, but at the same time I find it a bit like too much, because the game. Sorry, it came back to talking about me, but the game. There's this part where they always make. Basically, you play as the protagonist, which is Cloud lah. Cloud is that guy with the big sword. In the
The
original
blondie with the
game,
big
in the
sword.
original game, he actually really likes a girl and she did not make it or whatever. So he only had like 1 or 2 love interests, but somehow now there's like 3 love interests, and then they are like all flirting with him, which is like if you play as Cloud, they will show certain perspectives like as though she's talking to you, and they're all like quite cute lah. So it's like you kind of like enjoy the attention, but at the same time it's like, what the fuck? Why is this whole harem? I must say harem. What's this harem situation that's happening? It's so typical of a Japanese anime thing. Yeah. Find it mildly uncomfortable, but I'm just like, okay, whatever. Just like, okay, let me just enjoy this. I don't like, let's not think too much about this. But sorry, you can go on with your books.
Oh yeah, I've also been reading. I said I've been reading. Other than my goal to finish 17 books, I'm also trying, because now Japanese, Kenneth and I are taking Japanese classes and they're kind of stopped, right?
Yeah, I haven't even done the previous homework. Shit.
Yeah, you're horrible. I finished already. Okay.
But I'm listening to Japanese in FF7.
So I'm trying to read this Japanese book. Dude, it says 10-minute stories, right? It took me like
10 hours.
2 days.
10 hours.
Maybe close enough. I don't know, man. But I only read 1 story so far. It took me so long. You want me to tell you what the first story is? It's about monkey.
Monkey meeting a statue.
No. So the title is called. So it's the monkey's gloves. Oh, this is story time with Yvette then.
Okay, thanks all. No wonder you wanted 30 minutes. Because I'm done with what I want to say already. But yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Never
But
mind,
anyway, I'm
continue.
also just trying to work on Japanese since now got time off. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, should
Actually,
be doing that
time
also.
passed very fast, at home. No, man.
It does lah.
For me,
it depends lah. It's like,
suddenly.
Like I already ate breakfast. Now it's lunchtime already.
Now it's lunchtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think lunch is ready. My mom made soup.
I have to go and prep some stuff. We have leftover fish head curry yesterday. Gonna make like noodles and add some liao. Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of like cooking, I've been eating a lot of instant noodles, much more than I've ever had before this whole thing started.
Wow. Actually, I there was 1 week where I ate twice, and I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to eat instant noodle for a while because somehow it makes me physically sick. Not say sick, but it makes me physically uncomfortable after eating too many consecutively lah. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I need to stay away from instant noodle for a while.
Yeah. But yeah, lor. I also have been working on my bullet journal. Can viewers see? Look at my.
Can viewers see? Viewers can see lah. Listeners cannot see.
Sorry. So anyway, I'm also working on
can
my
viewers
bullet
see?
journal. Shut up. I'm working on my bullet journal. Just cause, yeah, lor. I mean,
we have
now's the time to explore all your creative exploits.
I also do some cleaning. Do you realize I moved this from here?
Oh yeah, why?
Because this thing was blocking my window blinder. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? It's time for you to work on your Gundam figure.
Oh shit, this. I think about it.
I've also been doing a lot of like home decoration stuff. Like if you follow me on Instagram, you can see I redid my Polaroid wall, put up shelves for my plants.
#follow, but then this one's in your private, right?
Yeah, it's private. I've also been working on like clearing out my makeup drawer and stuff. Just a lot of
there's one
cleaning.
There's one more thing that's good about working from home.
Oh, no makeup.
Why would I say that, Yvette?
I don't know. I was talking about makeup and then suddenly you said one thing good. I thought you were gonna empathize it.
Laundry. There's like so little clothes now.
Oh yeah.
I'm just wearing my pajamas every fucking day. Like this is dressing up, guys. I'm wearing this.
Same. This is the first time I put on a t-shirt.
But this one I wore this last night also when I was streaming. I was like, don't waste, wear one more time.
Yeah, same. A lot less laundry.
Yeah.
Not that I have been doing lah, but
I have to start doing a lot more because
of your mom.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's.
I guess.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. I guess a lot of people have been saying like, oh, stay home, nothing. But if you.
Sorry, you're breaking up a bit.
As in, people have been saying that stay at home, nothing. But actually.
Nothing to do, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But actually, there's a lot of things you can do. What? And anyway, this is kind of taking me back to like before we got together. Because like before we get together, no reason to go out. I mean, except to meet friends. But I stay at home a lot more. So now it's like going back to that. It's like, do I have a boyfriend?
Actually, when I'm single, I also do go out quite often. But
Oh, is it? I don't.
I think it depends. Like I do appreciate a good amount of time spent at home. I think during the period where I was making video every week, I make it a point at least one weekend day I stay at home just to do what I need to do. Yeah. Especially if let's say I have plans on that weekend to go out. Yeah. But I guess it's quite nice to. I mean for me, like at least for me, I know not everybody has this luxury of like having the pace to be slowed down a bit. I think I'm one of the luckier ones that has able to. I mean, there's still things to do, but it's not at this pace where you're just rushing for things and all. Yeah, got a bit more time to reflect about what you want to do, and just having more time to do some reflections lah.
About what?
Just like work and life. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Like what you said.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do once we are?
I want to be a YouTube superstar. Oh no.
Huh?
Wait, what? What to do when we can go out?
But actually, right, even once this circuit breaker CB period is over, doesn't mean we should be going out free and easy. But you know what I mean? Then that kind of.
I think there will be a slow reduction in the relaxing of the measures. Yeah. It wouldn't be a like okay, you can go overseas now.
Yeah, it's not free for all. So actually it's not like we can still, I mean probably if we meet up it will still be just me going over to your house.
Yeah,
right?
Probably.
I think so. Yeah. I don't think we'll be hanging out in malls anytime soon.
Yeah. Let's see how. Hopefully things will be better. Anyway, I think let's just end the podcast for now.
Okay.
I don't know whether maybe the next episode we can bring someone in. Maybe I think this one can do group voice conference. We have to do a testing.
Oh, okay.
We can bring our first guest in. But by the way, I've brought new mics. You can see there's a box here. Yeah, I've bought new mics. 3 mics actually. So that in the future we could invite.
You bought 3 mics?
Yeah, we can invite guests.
Then what about the 2 mics that you bought? What are you going to do?
Huh? Throw it on the ground. Anyway, these are upgraded mics. Yeah. So I don't know. I'll keep that as spares for now.
Okay.
Yeah. Because these ones are better. The sound quality should be better. I haven't tested yet. Yeah. And maybe we can bring in Tammy. Yeah, the next episode or something. Let's talk about things that are not related to COVID, maybe.
Yeah.
I think people will be sick of it. But
I can't wait to do once this is over also.
Let me think. Dance to Macarena.
Why?
That's the no. Then what is it?
No. Going to get my tattoos.
We're back to 2 episodes ago. Guys. We've moved on from tattoos, okay? Yvette, you need to move on.
Okay, moving on.
Just kidding, okay? You can talk about your tattoos all you want. Let's have a tattoo part 2.
Okay,
but anyway, thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys I think the audio wouldn't be fantastic, but I hope you guys also have more time to listen.
Is it my fault? Audio not fantastic.
You know whose fault is it? It's the government's fault. Government, why you make us don't let us meet up? Huh? You government, you. Okay, thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed today. And I hope I don't take too long for this episode. It shouldn't be too long lah.
I mean, you are at home now, kind of.
Yeah. Thanks for saying the obvious.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. See you guys soon. Bye bye.